Okay, one thing I said I was going to cover and then forgot all about was the auto siphons and cleaning them. Now this particular this bed keeps overflowing on me. It's getting way above the level it should. And the gravel on the front will be exposed and above the water, and I take the lid off here and the water level is a good inch and a half above the top of the standpipe. The bell siphon's just kind of sitting there and nothing's actually happening. So I'm going to go ahead and let it fill and dump one more time, and then I'm going to shut the water off. But part of the problem is roots grow into your stone shields. You've got so many holes in them for drainage and everything else. The roots will grow right through. They'll grow up inside the bell siphon. They'll grow back down your standpipe, and they just sit there and clog things up. Now I'm probably going to have to get something and try to run down in and clear out the actual piping underneath as well that goes to the drain line because I neglected the system for so long. A lot of people just use bigger PVC so they can grab it and twist by hand. Bigger PVC was way too expensive for me. So I just used 4-inch drain line, but all you really have to do is drill a hole on opposite sides. I can do this without killing a plant here. Alright, plant survived. Okay. Now this is the easy way if you don't have strong hands. And then you can take the rod, stick it through, and that gives you a grip to easily, to fingertips, spin the, I have to go get a flashlight, but I mean there, easily spin that stone shield and cut those roots. And by working it back and forth, you're actually spreading the roots out a little bit, so that, and you can, if you turn to a different position than what you were in before, it closes, takes the holes away from those roots, so they're not going to immediately grow back in. And since a lot of those roots will be dying since I pulled everything up, and the worms will be taking care of them for me, I don't really have any worries there. I'm trying to look down in and see if there are roots down inside the standpipe, but I don't see anything. It looks pretty clear. So let's just wait and see how it works. But I've still got to get those roots out. And then you just kind of reach down in and grab any roots that are down in there. Most of these, I'd already reached in and grabbed them all, so these are all tiny anyway, which is why I don't understand why the bed's still doing this. And that's a little too fast anyway. Let's go ahead and speed it up and let it get full real quick. Yep. Good old editing will take all this out. Normally, if you have an issue, beautiful, dumping away. With it beginning the siphon, it's because not enough water is coming in to fill the standpipe and get it, or to flow in and create the suction that's needed to get things going. So you just have to increase your water flow a tiny amount. If you increase it too much, what happens is when the siphon will start, but once it gets down to the bottom, the siphon never breaks. It'll suck a little bit of air, but enough water is coming in that it'll keep on and just keep on. You'll hear it slurp every now and then slurp again. So you hear it constantly slurping, yet nothing will be happening. And the siphon never breaks. There it is. It takes these a while, I forgot. Because the gravel's so spread out, the level in here will drop down and then it'll fill back up, drop down. It keeps doing that until things equalize. But yeah, there's still a few small pieces of root floating around down there, but not many. And one thing I forgot to mention is while you're doing all that turning, it helps if you push down. That way you do cut any roots that are against the bottom as well and get rid of them. So it's a matter of just adjusting your water. Now you don't expect your siphon to break just like that, especially in an older system. And there's still mint in this bed. Okay. Especially in an older system. So you'll have roots in the gravel. And the gravel will be, the water doesn't flow out that fast. It empties from your stone shield a lot faster than it equalizes throughout the bed. So you have to wait on that equalization to occur. So plan on your siphon taking several minutes to break the older your system gets. When it's brand new and there's no impediment to water flow, no roots or anything down low, yeah, it will drain rapidly. Good golly. I thought she said she pulled all these roots. But once the system's got some age on it, it takes it a lot longer to go ahead and drain down and for the siphons to break. Well, I guess she didn't do as good a job pulling the roots as she told me she did. I just looked down and saw a huge hunk of roots. Alright. They will break down though. They rot a lot faster in the water, and if you have worms in there to help, it helps a lot more. Okay. Nope, still going. Alright, let that cycle again and see how it goes.